Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, I'm going to be talking to you guys about my lip filler experience. And I also just want to announce really quickly before I get into my experience that once I hit 1,000 subscribers on here, I will be announcing a giveaway. So let's help me get to 1,000 subs. And thank you guys for 639 subscribers. It still blows my mind that many people are subscribed to my channel. I greatly appreciate it. And yeah, thank you guys again for your support. So if you guys want to hear my lip filler experience, just keep on watching. So I had been wanting to get my lip filler done for years. Like, I want to say when I was 18 and 19, I was like dying to get my lips done. But back then, there really wasn't that many options when it came to the type of filler that you can put into your lips, I believe. Like, I feel like all the fillers back then only had like that really voluptuous style to it. Like, you could see that you really had filler in your lip. So I waited years to finally, like, you know, conjure up the courage to actually get lip fillers done, because it was a big deal to me. Like, you're changing something, you're putting something in your body. I'm very big on like what I put into my body. So for me to put lip filler into my lips, it was a big thing. It was a big deal. I was nervous. So I'm 25 years old now, and that's when I finally decided, okay, let's just do it. You only live one life. Who cares? You only have this body once. Who cares? I'm a big advocate for plastic surgery. If you want to get your butt done, if you want to get your boobs done, if you want to get your nose done, do it. Who cares? No, it's your body. No one has any rights to it. Just do it. You're only going to live once. It doesn't matter. Just spend the money. Do it. But yeah, so I waited years to get my lips done. I went to this place in Glendale. They were super sweet, super accommodating. All the nurses, they were really nice. I had the option to either get it done by one of the nurses there or the surgeon himself, but I just chose the nurse, so I decided to go with the nurse instead. I'm gonna go ahead and post a before picture of my lips. Now, I only got half of a syringe just because I didn't want anything crazy. I didn't know how my lips were going to react to the filler. I got Juvederm, so I just did half a syringe to play it safe. I didn't know how my lips would look because my lips are not, they weren't thin. They weren't super thin, so I didn't want them to look crazy. So as you guys can see in the picture I just posted right here, those were how my natural lips looked before. So after I figured out that I was fine with just half a syringe and that I was okay with the nurse doing the procedure instead of the surgeon, I went ahead, I booked my appointment. They were really quick, they were really accommodating. Like I said, all the nurses, the staff, great, loved them. The office was really clean, which I really appreciated. So the way they did it was that whoever was next after the person that was getting whatever procedure they were doing, because they do way more than just lip fillers, they had you go into a separate room and they numbed you. So here's what went wrong for my appointment, and I feel like they were kind of maybe overwhelmed. I don't want to blame them because they were just doing their job. You know, there was no communication. They miscommunicated. That's what I'm trying to say. They miscommunicated. So the girl calls me in and they were like, "Oh, have you got numbed?" And I was like, "No." They're like, "Oh my gosh, you were supposed to be numbed like 30 minutes ago." I was like, "Okay, like, well, what are we gonna do about that, ladies?" So then she tells the other nurse that was supposed to numb me, and the girl's like, "Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. Come to this room right away and we'll numb you." So she gets the numbing cream. It's like a topical numbing cream, and she just smears it all over my lips. And in my head, I'm like, oh, like, I feel like she didn't really get the corners. But I didn't think much of it. I didn't want to touch it with my fingers because I was kind of afraid like my fingers would start going numb. So I just left it as is, and I have a video that I'll insert right here of what my lips look like when I had the cream on. I did feel like getting numb, but I was only in that room for like 5 minutes tops. So the lady calls me in, then the other girl, the other nurse that's gonna perform my filler, calls me in, and she's like, "Okay, what look are you going for? What style?" Not what style. what's your outcome? Like, what do you want your outcome to be? And I was like, okay, well, I just want my lips to be like fuller on the top, and like you could just put like a little bit, whatever's left over basically from the syringe, on my bottom, because I only wanted half a syringe. And she's like, okay, that's perfect, that's fine. She's like, is this your first time? And I said yes. She's like, okay, you're gonna feel like a little pinch, but it shouldn't be anything too bad. And I was like, okay. She begins to insert the filler into my lip. And the first one, it didn't hurt. I was like, okay, this isn't bad. But when she started getting to the corners where I said the nurse did not put as much cream as I thought she did, it hurt so freaking bad. I just started crying. Like, not full on bawling, but you know, like those pain tears that just drip down your eyes. That's what was happening to me. And I just was like flinching every single time like this. And I was just on the chair like flinching. And she was like, oh honey, it's okay, like it's almost over. The other nurse was just like, you're hurting her, blah blah blah. And then she's like, oh no, you're fine, you're fine, you're fine. And I was like, oh my god, I'm not okay. But I was in too deep already. She already put like a couple she already put like filler mostly on my top already, and I was just like in so much pain. And then I didn't realize when you get filler done, they don't go like, for some reason I always saw when you got filler done, they go like in your lip right here, but they literally just go on the sides. So every time she would go like right here, this part especially, that hurt so freaking much. Finally, she was done. My lips did not bleed that much. I did have to put like my little pad over it and then just put my mask. I would say my swelling wasn't too bad either. I feel like my swelling went down within a day. I didn't even bruise, which was crazy because I cheated, and they say you're not supposed to have beer or liquor or whatever after your filler, and I had a beer after my filler and I was completely fine. So I guess, you know, it's up to you if you want to take that risk, but I took that risk and I had a Corona. Oopsie, sorry. After my filler appointment. But yeah, it didn't swell as bad as I thought it was. It didn't bruise as bad as I thought it was gonna bruise. So I would say that part was like miraculous. I would say though that the first 2 days that after I got my filler, my lips felt funny. Like I could feel the filler in them, if that makes sense. Like it hadn't settled into my lips quite yet, and my boyfriend said every time he kissed me it felt like jello. But yeah, as far as swelling and bruising, there really wasn't any. The swelling was fine. The swelling, actually, I really like the way my lips look swollen. She did say that if I did like my lips that way, to come back in for another syringe within 2 weeks, but I was kind of like, no, I'll wait the 6 months, and if I really want another syringe, I'll just go and get another half syringe. But I'm actually really loving my lips. This is how they look right now. Zoom you guys in so you guys could see. It's nothing crazy. I feel like it's very natural. Sorry, my chair is like squeaky. So yeah, my lips look just the way I wanted them to look. They look natural. They just look a little more fuller on the top, which was my goal, and I absolutely love them. So if you are thinking about getting lip fillers, I completely recommend that you do. Just do your research beforehand, kind of figure out what you're aiming for, what your outcome, what you want your outcome to be, and just go from there. I've heard that the one where it's needleless, that one's a good form of filler as well. My mom also told me that her friend gets Botox on her lips, and that's just to like lift the lip up. It's all preference. Research it. That's what I did, and I found that the Juvederm was gonna give me the outcome that I wanted, so that's what I went with. So yeah guys, that was my lip filler experience. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe, notification bell, follow me on Instagram, follow my brand on Instagram. And actually the shirt that I'm wearing is from my brand. It will be posted Thursday, so stay tuned for that. And yeah, I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.